Lesson 2 Whither the retail business どうなる小売ビジネス Hi Shota, you look especially sharp today. Is that a new suit? That tie goes very well with it. Thank you, Nancy. Yes, it is a new suit. Any special occasion? I'm attending a meeting of the New York chapter of my alumni association this evening. I didn't want to look too casual. You are dressed to kill. You know, Shota, you are one of the very few people at Alex and Alex who still bother to dress well. Apparel has lost its appeal. Who needs fashion these days when you can express yourself through social media? Yes, sartorial standards are certainly slipping. Neckties are disappearing, even among bankers. People wear sneakers everywhere, even to weddings and church services. I read somewhere that half of Americans say they can wear jeans to work. It's not a trend that I particularly like. Call me old-fashioned, but I think certain standards should be maintained when it comes to what to wear and when. I'm of the same opinion. I think it's unprofessional to present a slovenly appearance. But as I'm sure you are aware, more companies are allowing employees to dress casually any day of the week. And that means many Americans now need just one wardrobe. These days, there is not much difference between what people wear to work and what they wear on weekends and holidays. Yes, once upon a time, male office workers needed to wear suits and ties or pretty pants, and women had to be in skirts and heels. But that began to change around the early 1990s when the business casual look spread from Silicon Valley. Casual Fridays became standard practice at many companies. Office apparel is now casual right through the week at a lot of businesses. Well, retailers haven't given up on the suits and other more formal apparel altogether. You know, demand for tailored clothing appears to be growing, but not traditional gray, blue, or black suits. The stylistic template is shifting towards suits in braid, pinstripes, and other patterns. It seems Americans are spending less and less on clothing overall. But just why is that? The economy is growing, unemployment is low, and consumers are in a spending mood. Well, the simple explanation is that American consumers are now exhibiting different shopping behaviors. They are spending less of their disposable income on apparel and more on travel, eating out, plays, and concerts. Activities that come under the general category of experiences. And as a result, we are seeing a trend whereby an increasing number of retail outlets are becoming destinations for more than shopping. They are offering all sorts of experiences and activities. I find it alarming that so many brick-and-mortar store chains are closing, being spun off, or filing for bankruptcy. In the US, we are experiencing what's being called the retail apocalypse. Many department stores, booksellers, office supply stores, and nutritional supplement shops have become obsolete. Yes, a lot of shopping malls now look like ghost towns. I wonder if they have any future. Is there any hope for them? Well, movie theaters, restaurants, medical and wellness clinics, and bowling alleys And some of the businesses we are seeing sprout up in shopping malls that have lost their retail mojo. I've even heard that some churches are taking advantage of the relatively low rents being charged for unused shopping mall space. The UN estimates that two-thirds of people worldwide will live in cities or urban areas by the year 2050. As a result, many leading retailers are now moving away from large stores. Instead, they are opening downsized stores in city centers to serve the needs of urban consumers. Part of the trend is growing popularity of pop-up stores. I've heard that term a lot recently. What exactly are pop-up stores anyway? They are small stores that are set up quickly, in which operate for a set of span of time. Retailers use them to experiment with new products, technologies, and services. They are also a way of launching and promoting new brands. All types of retailers are using pop-ups these days. A friend of mine who works in the retail sector says demand for skilled staffers is outpacing supply in major urban centers. One side of that is how retailers are looking for holiday workers much earlier than in the past. They are raising pay rents and offering perks like profit sharing and paid time off for part-time associates. Yes, it looks like the beginning of an all-out struggle to attract retail talent. Not being able to source an adequate supply of labor can seriously crimp a company's growth. Many people see robots as an answer to this looming problem. For example, big-name online retailers are using robots to pack and ship items at fulfillment centers. Some retailers are cutting costs by using chatbots to provide customer service to people shopping online and in brick-and-mortar stores, but a lot depends on how well bots can mimic real human interaction. Some convenience store chains are using facial recognition technology at self-checkout counters. Cameras determine the name and identity of each shopper, but there's concern about how this could infringe on people's privacy. I've been to a prototype store in Portland, Oregon that uses a mix of cameras and machine vision to track shoppers in the store. They charge automatically for the items they pick up, which eliminates the need for cashiers. Scores companies are coming up with ways to make cashiers redundant. Another big development on the retail scene is cashless retail kiosks. Because they're small, they can be set up in all sorts of places like office building lobbies, college campuses, and transit hubs. Cashless kiosks can be seen as the next generation of vending machines. I suppose we'll all have to get used to things like supermarket checkouts with no cashiers.